Hello, Sara Peternell here with Family Nutrition Services. Today I wanted to talk about something that I think is kind of new and emerging as far as the general, both medical and alternative treatment of Hashimoto's. And I have to be honest with you that this was something up until a few years ago I didn't have a lot of information about. It wasn't something I studied in school, and it's something that I've had to kind of develop and learn more about both for myself and for my clients. And what I'm referring to actually is the use of hemp extracts and CBD oil in the management of Hashimoto's symptoms. So you perhaps have been hearing a lot about CBD oil lately. I feel like it's kind of bursting onto the scene for uses from everything from anxiety and depression to sleep to pain and so on and so forth. And luckily there are actually quite a bit of new research studies, about 15 to 20 that I know of specifically, that talk about the use of CBD oil for addressing autoimmune related symptoms. So when I was getting this question a few years ago by my clients, like, hey, should I be using CBD oil? You know, especially here in Denver, where medical marijuana and recreational marijuana and CBD oil have really started to saturate the market. I did not know how to answer that question. So it was something that I really wanted to explore, do research on, and I also wanted to make sure I was finding the best product before I just blankly said, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Because I do know that there is obviously a huge difference in quality across the board, depending on where you're getting your CBD oil from, and also the delivery method. A company that I learned about recently in the last couple of years is a company called Joy Organics. And you can find out more information about Joy Organics on my website, on my resources page. I guess the first thing that I really love about them is that they are a woman-owned local company here in Colorado. And they are 100% organic, clean, purity tested, and really follow some very, very strict regulations in terms of how they source and also how they manufacture their products. So that was something really important. And believe me, I have been exposed to just about every single kind of manufacturer. I get emails and phone calls and things in the mail like, hey, do you want to learn about our product and use this for your clients? And I've actually found that a lot of them are really good at the marketing, but don't really have the high quality product. So Joy Organics is actually the company that I stand behind, and it's the company that I use for myself. They make a lot of different kind of variations of CBD in terms of like a salve, and then they have some capsules, and they also have a tincture. The salve is something that I rely on almost daily for various kind of like aches and pains. I tend to have a lot of stress and tension that I hold in my neck. I don't know if you're like me, but I just apply a little bit of it each day to my neck, and I found that it really has helped to reduce a lot of tension and pain. So that's what I've been using it for personally, but there are more applicable therapeutic uses for CBD oil in terms of especially newly diagnosed individuals with Hashimoto's. So the thing about CBD oil is that there are components in our own bodies that really work well with what we call the cannabinoids, okay? The cannabinoids are the molecules or the components of the hemp plant that actually have this medicinal therapeutic benefit in our bodies. And what we found about cannabinoids through some of the research that I've been following is that they help to downregulate or downgrade inflammation in the body. So again, as we talk about autoimmune disorders and Hashimoto's and other inflammatory diseases, it really is the inflammatory process that's kind of like a vicious cycle. It's like a cycle that's almost impossible to break out of. For many people, even changing their diet initially won't have these effects. For some people, starting on supplements can take a really long time before they start to get the benefits. And what I have found is that for people who are newly diagnosed with Hashimoto's, and preferably not trying to get pregnant and or not pregnant, because if we just don't have the research on CBD and hemp extract usage in pregnancy, that really the CBD oil is one of the first ways to kind of help break this cycle. So a lot of individuals, when they're first diagnosed with Hashimoto's and they actually figure out what's been wrong with them, they've been maybe having migraines, they've had some skin issues, maybe gum inflammation, upset stomach, again, fibromyalgia-like pains, neck and shoulder pains, TMJ, jaw joint pains, and other pains throughout the body. these are all related to the process of inflammation that is related to autoimmune disease. So my recommendation is actually to start with something like the Joy Organics tincture. This is their 500 milligram product, and basically in one dropper full, it's 16.67 milligrams of CBD. So it's a pretty mild dosage. I like this because you can start small and you can just build up little by little to see if you're getting the benefits from it. I'll be honest with you, not everybody gets the same feeling or the same effect. It is psychotic, I guess is the word I'm looking for. People ask all the time, is this gonna make me feel funny or make me feel high? And no, there's no THC in these CBD products, but definitely make sure, that if you're looking for a different product somewhere else, that you are researching that as well. CBD by itself has no mind-altering substances whatsoever. But so when I say you feel it, what I mean is that you may notice that, wow, my joints aren't quite as stiff as they were. I can get my rings on and off easily. Maybe some skin inflammation is starting to be toned down. Again, gum pain, neck pain, jaw pain, back pain. A lot of those things will start to go away. I've actually worked with clients who have ulcerative colitis and Crohn's, and they've started on CBD in very small doses, and they've noticed that their inflammation in their digestive tract has also resolved. So again, in a 500 milligram bottle of the Joy Organics CBD, I would suggest that you just start with one dropper once a day and see how that feels. Again, this is a very individualized process. Make sure you let your primary care doctor that this is something you're interested in adding into all of your complementary modalities that you're using for help and healing with your thyroid. I don't really use this as much daily anymore. My inflammation is relatively under control. Like I was saying, I use the salve topically more than anything. You guys should check it out. It's amazing, especially keep it on hand in your medicine cabinet for, sprained ankles and knee pain and after skiing and hiking and, sometimes even just after a long day of using my computer, I'll rub it on my wrists to help with carpal tunnel. But this is definitely something that's a little bit more potent and more helpful and more beneficial if you're still in that highly inflammatory state. Inflammatory signs are one of, I think, the biggest and most common symptoms that people deal with when they first find out that they have Hashimoto's, in addition to the fatigue. The last thing I'd like to say about using CBD is that it really can help to sort of reset and recharge your circadian rhythm. So if you're having trouble sleeping, you're not falling asleep as well at night, but you're feeling sleepy all during the day, this would be a good product to take before bedtime, just one dropper full, to help you get into a deeper REM sleep, that rapid eye movement sleep, and to have deeper, more restful sleep throughout the evening, throughout the night while you're sleeping, so that you wake up and you feel more restful and more charged and ready to take on the day. So I'm going to continue my research. I'll be posting some information coming soon just about what I'm finding out from the research standpoint. I'm definitely going to be basing a lot of my recommendations on this, on the active current research. What I'm learning is that it is good for controlling and downregulating inflammation, and we know that inflammation and inflammatory symptoms and side effects of having Hashimoto's are one of the biggest problems and concerns that people face. So thanks for watching. Again, check out my resources page if you have information on where to find Joy Organics. They're a Colorado company. And stay tuned. I'll be sharing more information soon to help you with all of your Hashimoto's related interests and questions. Hope you have a great day.